Good morning. You want to know what makes corruption so easy? What makes doing the right thing so difficult? Is we don't look out for each other. That's the bottom line. There is so much fear because of the structure that we have. We have seen, so let's not act like this isn't real. We've seen bad things happen and somehow it not be held accountable. We've seen it. We know that in order to whistleblow, you got to put everything on the line. Most of the time, in order to do the right thing, you have to put a lot on the line. And there is nobody that's going to like open up their door to help you or bring you in their home. That's why we don't see it, because we don't typically, as a whole, back the right thing. We just don't do it as a society. I don't know what is going on. We are watching. Does they say history repeats itself? Can somebody please explain to me, with everything that you heard, if you are still a supporter of the President of the United States in a way that you were when you thought that this was the individual that was going to bring us all together? How are you not being affected? How are those rules, regulations, and laws not affecting you? Like, where is the silver lining here? Where is it? Like, can somebody explain that? Every state is going to have to sit down. This is why we need direct democracy. Because you gotta consider, if we're not good people as a whole, because there was a whole lot of people that thought this was a good idea, and I gotta put them in the bad people category. If we're not a good people as a whole, what makes you think that the states are not going to do what's in the best interest of whomever those decisions are for? Who? How does it benefit to say that, hey, the word diverse can be as simplistic as man and woman, and somebody said that word is terrible. That word is terrible. Equitable, equity, the distribution of a resource. Somebody said that word is terrible. Inclusion, simply bringing us together or bringing something together. And they put those, and they said, no, that's not okay either. Now you have to really break it down to yourself. I'm not just trying to be a governor that holds all the power, because absolute power corrupts, especially the already corrupted. We have, it's wild to me, but you got to consider this, and I've said this before on the video. Throughout world history, can you women explain to me when in history men have been good to you based on all of their decisions? You know, huge shout out to keeping your feet warm with those cute boots. We're gonna have maybe some physical altercations. We're definitely gonna have some mental altercations, and we're gonna have some emotional and spiritual altercations here. But I'm just confused as to how you or any of us were convinced. How are you convinced that, yeah, the choices for some of the individuals that we have put in power were somehow gonna be great for you? How is it gonna be the best choice for you? Because we don't live in a society where we can really look out for one another, or where you feel like you are looked out for. There are very few people that in our electorate, in the elected officials, that we find out are making the right choices. We're just not seeing the right choices being made. A lot of the acts that are being rolled back or being attacked right now, they were there for marginalized communities and women. Can we be clear on that? That women, a lot of the acts being rolled back were for you. They were for you. Never forget that 1776 we were established, but until 1920, the white woman could not vote here. It was even after 1920, it took another 40 years for you to be able to write your name on your own check in the United States of America. Can y'all really slow down? Really consider following me and helping me push direct democracy. I know that it's got to be some people out here that are like, oh my God, this is not great for us women. It is bad for some men, but not for a lot of these men out here. It is not gonna be bad for them. But it is bad for marginalized, it is bad for minority, and it is bad for women. And if y'all take your time out, if you hear, I don't care what y'all call this weird media, I don't care whether it's left wing or right wing or liberal, if you hear something that someone's saying, go pull the factual historical data before it gets deleted. Go find out what that act did, and then ask the question, how did this benefit me? When you have to say me, look at yourself as an individual. Did it benefit me as a black man? How did it benefit me? Did it benefit you as a woman? How did it benefit you? You have to go and look. And now that those benefits are being stripped away, what will be the outcome? Please don't let things influence you to continue to make a choice that will be against your best interests. Now, there are lawsuits that are being filed left and right, and there really are, that are saying, hey, this is not constitutional, and there will be a ton of constitutional arguments. But what will slip through the cracks? What will slip through the cracks? It's not a joke that you have individuals saying, hey, we're going to have a tough 4 years. Something's going to slip through the cracks that's going to be devastating. There is a feeling, there's a sense that the current administration right now is definitely in reconstruction, but of what ideology? What ideal are you seeing? And let's just take out the whole meritocracy approach, because we have a history. We do have a history. There have been smart black people. There have been smart women that did not have the ability to show how smart they were without negative recourse. This is in our history. And we still have people out here that are still saying that both black men and women, forget that, both black people and white women and women are just not good enough. We have a history that shows that they are, but that people, for whatever their vision were, did not want it. So please take a minute to ask yourself if legislative authority and direct democracy, speaking for yourself, is the best direction. Because yes, we're going to have a long way to go, a long way to correct a lot of the changes that are coming about. So you guys have a great day, and like I said, get out there and get those cute winter boots, and you guys have a great day.